Hey, this is Mark DeRosa. Welcome to the show.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Major League Baseball on the show starts now.
Tim Anderson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
First pitch, 106.
Now here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other. First pitch on its way. Way late on the fastball for strike one. Boyd is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty V, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has two different pitches that he can strike you out with, and as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has two pitches that rate an 8 or a 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches.
Mic check. There we go. There we go. We live. There we go. There we go. We live. All right, let's go. I don't know. This joint was tweaking.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Yeah. So you see, I got the baseball on. Don't pay that no mind. This is the AGS Awards show, but apparently I'm gonna have to turn this off though because
Right side.
your volume is intervening. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. I'm trying to get a couple more people on before I start. You know, but for the guys that's in the other league, you know I did this yesterday, so I'm just trying to follow up and get this done. I actually got a few. Well, I ain't gonna say a few. Yeah, I actually got a few awards, 2 awards in here, and this one that I didn't have, and whatever it takes. So you know, everything ain't the same. A couple of guys that's not in whatever it takes. So therefore, it's gonna be different nominees. So you know, it's gonna be a little different. You know, and you know, I have fun doing these awards. You know, it's you know, just an acknowledgement of the work that the guys did throughout the year, and you know, certain things shouldn't go unnoticed, you know. So I just wanted to try something different, try something new, and see how it go, and then hopefully this could be ongoing. It's something that we can keep doing as time go on. But let me see how many people is on right now. Ain't nobody on right now. One person on. All right. So look, so we're gonna get started. All those that's late, that's gonna be joining. You know, you just jump in and go from there. So yeah, we got about 10, 11 categories. You know, and let's get started. First ever AGS Awards. Let's get it. The first award of the night. This award is called the Best Passer Award. The Best Passer Award. These are the guys that you have a hard time stopping in the air, even when you know they got a pass. They still you know cut you up. And this award goes out to these guys, and these are the nominees for Best Passer. First up, we got Yaba, Trey Dog, Money Mascot, and Pearl. Those are the 4 nominees for Best Passer. All of them guys is great passes. All of them guys, like I said, even when you put them in passing situations, they still, you know, air that thing out, you know. And it can only be one winner, and the first award of the night goes to Pearl. I got Pearl being the Best Passer. Congratulations, Pearl. You won this award in both leagues. You faced some stiff competition. I can't lie though. Stiff competition you faced. But this award goes out to you, homie. First award of the night goes to Pearl. Next category. This is for the rushers. This is the best rushers of AGS. These guys are difficult to stop, no matter if you stock the box, no matter what. I mean, we all know that the running game was OD on certain run plays, but listen, as I stated in my other league when I did it, yeah, you can say that, but at the end of the day, if it was that easy, everybody would have been running, but everybody couldn't, So you had certain guys that mastered whatever it is that they mastered, and these are the nominees for best rusher: Carnage, Corlals, Playmaker, and Murph. Those four guys are the best pass rushers. And out of them four, it can only be one. But those guys are the best those guys are the best rushers. Those guys got the best rushing attacks. And this is strictly on AGS. No other leagues, not my other league, not what these guys might have did in any other league, Rally League. This is strictly for AGS. So that's how I came up with the nominees and so on and so on. And the winner for best rusher of the year goes to Corlals. As I said last night, Corlals set the blueprint, man. He set the tone, and hey, guys just took it and ran with it, man. But Corlals, he definitely mastered this style, and I gotta give him his props on that. Shout out to Corlals. He won the second award of the night, best rusher of the year. Next up, we got best defensive GM of the year, however you want to put it. Best defensive coach, whatever. Best defense. Bottom line, we got this one. I went to 5. This one we got 5 nominees. We got Ib, myself, Murph, Relly, and T. Motlin. These are the 5 guys that I feel like very, very difficult to put up points against. These guys, and I could have put other guys in here too. But I just feel like these 5 guys is definitely known, pretty much always in top 5 and top defense, and these guys had to get recognized. And believe it or not, the winner I have is Murph. Congratulations to you, Murph. Shout out to you, Murph. Best defensive player of the year. You definitely make them trades to build them teams to get how you like it, defensive wise and everything. So but again, doesn't matter. You could give guys certain teams, you could give guys certain players, and they're not going to be able to do what other people can do. So shout out to Murph, best defensive player of the year, and that was a nice competition in there. But I think Murph is the winner in this one. Next up, we got most improved player of the year. These are the guys who took plenty beatings, but slowly but surely they managed to get better, get key wins, and have upsets of the week. These are the nominees: Marzelli, Norm, Rico, and Scott. These guys, I feel like, took plenty of beatings in the beginning, but slowly but surely they've been stepping their game up. Even if they still lose more than they win, they still figured out a way to get better as time went on. And I would love to give all these guys an award just for that, but you can only pick one. And the winner of most improved of the year, I gotta go with Scott. Scott had them Rams giving out upset losses left and right. What killed Scott was that he made too many unnecessary moves. He should have kept the pieces that he had, but Scott definitely was pulling off upset wins. Scott game got better. I was here when Scott first joined the league, and Scott is definitely somebody that came a long way, and you got to give that man his props. I'm looking forward to you to do big things in 21, Scott. Keep up the good work, but keep playing, keep getting them reps and the repetitions, and you'll definitely find yourself in the playoffs a whole lot more than you want. Shout out to Scott. Great award to win. Next up is the Pinata Award. This award is to guys that pretty much, you know, lost basically every time they played. Um, Probably never made the playoffs for the whole year, and these guys definitely was losing by big margins, game by game, season by season. Here are the nominees for the Pinata Award: Rico, Rocket, Daz, who's Daz had Buffalo and he switched to Seattle, and on some BS. These are the four nominees for the Pinata Award, and this is one of them categories that you wouldn't want to be in, but we got to keep it real. We got to be honest. We got to be honest. We being honest with best, who's the best passers and best rushes and things like that. Then you got to be honest when you talk about who was the pinatas of the league. Guys that you pretty much penciled in as a win when you seen that you had to play them. The winner, unfortunately, and I say unfortunately because nobody wants to embrace this award, but the winner is On Some BS. On Some BS had a very very bad Madden 20 year. He never made the playoffs. He lost by big margins a lot of times than not. And that's just not having an idea and having no identity of who you are and not sticking to who you are. So hopefully he'll turn it around in 21 and he won't get this award in 21. And yeah, BS gets the Pinata Award for AGS Mad 20 year. Next up we got Most Clutch Award. This award goes out to the guys who had a lot of comfort behind wins. These are the guys who pulled off big things, got big stops when they needed it in order to get that win. These guys got ice in their veins. Like, these are the guys that you got to bury these guys. Otherwise, you setting yourself up for a comeback win. And these are the nominees for Most Clutch: Murph, Pearl, Corlaus, and myself. Why not? These are the four guys that I have for Most Clutch. Like I said, I think these are the guys that pretty much when you got them in the position, to finish them off, to bury them, you need to do just that. Otherwise, you're gonna find yourself in an uncompromising position, a position that you do not want to be in. And that award went to Pearl. I had to give it to Pearl, man. Pearl, that boy's been killing all season, both my leagues. I seen crazy victories, and I seen big stops for defense. So Pearl gets this award for Most Clutch. This is Pearl's second award of the night. Next up, we got Least Clutch. If you got Most Clutch, you got to have a Least Clutch, right? Just like Most Clutch, these are the guys that find a way to win, even if they're down 2 or 3 scores. And Least Clutch, these are the guys who find a way to lose, even if they up 2 to 3 scores. And this is another award you wouldn't want to find yourself on, but like I said, we got to keep it official. So therefore, we gotta let it be known that this is how we're gonna call it Least Clutch Award. You know what I mean? So here are the nominees. For Least Clutch. We got Scott, Rico, Marzelli, and Black Star. These guys, I've seen these guys blow leads that shouldn't have been blown. And when things like that happen, you will receive receive notifications about Least Clutch Awards. But yeah, let's get into the winner. The winner of Least Clutch Award goes to Scott. Now, the funny thing about this is that I just gave Scott most improved, right? So you say, how did he get most improved? But then he got least clutch. You can get it. You can have most improved. Your game came a long way from where it was, and then you can still have least clutch for blowing a lot of games that you shouldn't have blown. I've seen Scott myself while he was playing live blow at least 5 or 6 games, and that's just the ones that I saw. So if I haven't seen, if those are the ones that I saw, I'm sure there's more that I didn't see. I've seen Scott. I've seen Scott. I've seen Scott go for a play when he should have just kicked the field goal to win, and end up getting tackled. They didn't have no more timeouts. The game was over. I've seen Scott let guys score a game-winning touchdown, drive down the field with no timeouts left, with a little bit of time left with no timeouts. I've seen that happen. I've seen Scott choke up and have a chance to win and throw unnecessary interceptions. I've seen Scott do it all, man. So Scott gets the least clutch award, in my opinion. If Scott could tighten up on his decision making and just other things, he would have won more games than he lost in this league. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So Scott gets the least clutch award. Next award we have most hated. Most hated award. These are the guys that are most hated throughout this league, not by me, but I just noticed, amongst the peers, from the way guys be talking crazy in the chat, or just the vibe, what I'm saying? You just see everything that goes on in the chat, you know what I mean? So this award is most hated award. Again, this is not by me. I don't hate nobody that's in my league. If I hated you, you wouldn't be in the league. But this is just how I feel like among the peers from what I've seen all year transpire. And here are the nominees for most hated. You got Baby Third World. That's the Tennessee Titans. Baby Third World, Playmaker, Carnage, and Murph. These are the guys I feel like are most hated in the league amongst their peers. Like I said, I see everything that goes on in the chat, and these guys are the most hated. Me personally, if I was in there, I could care less if I was most hated. If anything, that'll make me want to keep winning even more because I feel like I'm most hated. So, most hated ain't nothing to be like that. I got most hated. It is what it is at this point. But the winner of the night for most hated award, this was a tough one. This came down to 2 people, and this was a real close to second. The person who came in second was a real close second. Almost could have been these guys could have been co most hated winners of the night. They could have shared this award, but I didn't do it. I just took one, and the guy that won this was Carnage. Carnage won this award in my other league as well, and I felt like, looking at the pretty much the same guys in both leagues, I said, yeah, Carnage won this award again. But I'll go ahead and tell you who the close second was. The close second was Murph. I noticed a lot of guys ain't crazy about Murph neither. And let's be clear, I'm sure Murph and Carnage don't care, as would be the same with me. I could care less. You know what I'm saying? We ain't playing these leagues to make friends. We playing this league for the competition. You know what I mean? Now, some dudes end up getting cool with each other just off the strength because we've been rocking all year. That's expected. But, nobody care about, friendships. You know what I mean? So being nominated for most hated means absolutely nothing. But, yeah, I gave this award to Carnage again. Carnage got this in the other league. Carnage got this in this league. We'll see who wins most hated in Madden 21 for Madden 21 awards. Next up, we have the two. These are the 2 new awards that I did in this one that I didn't do whatever it takes. And the first one is the best GM, best GM award. This award category, this category is based on guys who, made, the crazy trades, the key signings and free agencies, the best draft picks. This award goes out to these guys. Well, these are the nominees for these guys. These guys was doing anything on the GM tip. There's only going to be one winner for this, but I felt like that needed some acknowledgement for best GM award of the year. And here are the nominees for best GM: Murph, Relly, Ib, that's my co-commish, myself, and Carnage. I feel like these guys, like I said, these guys definitely make, you got to understand, sometimes the best trade is no trade. Sometimes free agency signing, you don't get, sometimes you may not get the guy that costs the most, but you'll get a guy that helped bring in that Super Bowl, or help you get to that playoff, or that AFC or NFC conference championship, because you made that one big signing. All of that plays a factor for best GM. I've seen what everybody did, because I gotta do all the advancing. So I look and check out what guys do. And to me, these guys, including myself, made good moves, nice trades, power trades, trades that don't get talked about a lot, but at the same time was deadly. All of that plays a role, So I like this is another one, was a hard one to pick for best GM. Um, this was a close second as well to the winner, but I actually gave this award. To Relly. Relly got the best GM, man. Listen, we all say the same thing about Relly, yo. Especially in Relly League, we were like, yo, dude, where you find these dudes at, right? Like, how you find these dudes to make these trades with in your league? And you may look at Relly and say, oh, this your league, you got in these players. But I'm here to tell you, Relly make these same type of trades in my league, and I have it where I'm not going for any trade, you know. But hey, I gotta give Relly his props, man. I don't know how he do it, but he definitely pull off these crazy trades where he always end up getting these Pro Bowl teams, and he does it every year, man. He does it every year, and I gotta give him props on that, you know. And hey, man, the dude definitely knows how to pull a trigger and make trades. You know, he gets what he wants. He gives guys what they want. The guys that people be wanting be head scratchers to me. But hey, he gets it done, man. He gets it done. Um, he always be bidding high for free agency. He got that bread to spend. He's going all out. So I gave the best GM of the award to Relly, man. Congrats on that. Okay, best GM of the year goes to Relly. And moving on to the next award, if we got the best GM, we gotta have the worst GM, right? It's only right. If you gotta have, if there's bad, there's good. If there's good, there's bad. So this category is for guys that was the worst GM. These are the guys that spent a lot of money on free agents that I would have never did. These are the guys that was the swing and the miss come draft time, who had great draft picks and didn't pay off with it. These are the guys who made terrible, terrible trades, and or if you didn't make no trades, like you could be a bad GM for that, for not pushing the button. It ain't just about the trades you make. Like I said, a lot of times the best trade is no trade, but also the flip side to that is uh the worst trade is the trade that you didn't even try to make. You understand? When it's time to shake up a roster, you got to shake up a roster. You understand? You can't stand pat and be stubborn and have nothing to fall back on. What are you standing pat for? What I mean? You sticking to your guns, but what guns are you sticking to? Uh, 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 um, a little BB gun? Like, what are you standing pat to? So this award went out to the bad GMs, man. These are the guys. These are the categories of bad GMs. Scott, Rocket, on some BS, and Daz. These are the guys I feel like was the worst GMs of the year. Um, didn't never do what needed to be done. And like I say, even if you made trades, these trades was like, what was you thinking about type moves. So yeah, these are the guys nominated. Those were the guys. My bad. Those were the guys nominated for worst GM. And the worst GM of the year goes to Scott. Scott made trade. Scott is I've seen Scott do this pretty much every time he make a trade. Scott will trade and get a player and then trade that player he just got for somebody else. And then it don't even end up being better, one, than the guy he just traded from his team. Two, it'll be lesser for what he just gave up for the trade he got the first time. And it's just like, I don't be understanding. Some guys just love to trade so much that you overtrade, man. You know what I mean? Like, you overdo it. Scott overdo it way too much. Scott, one or two trades, bro, or 3 or 4, whatever is fine, but they got to make sense, bro. You just can't keep being a revolving door. You just being an escalator where it's just you constantly moving. Like, nah, slow down, bro. Pump your brakes. So yeah, Scott got the worst GM of the year award, and that's another award I wouldn't want to be attached to because let's be honest, we building these teams, man. Your GM skills got to come into play. So Scott got worst GM of the year, and now we're grinding down to the yeah, we got 2 awards left now. Two awards left for the night. And next award is hardest to defend. These guys are the hardest to defend. If you know they're gonna run, it's hard to stop the run. If you know they're gonna pass, it's hard to stop the pass. Whether they run read options, wildcats, whatever the case may be, these guys are the hardest to defend. Here are the nominees: Pearl, T. Modlin, Murph, Trey Dog. Right now, like I said, it's easy. It's easy to It's easy to say it could have been 8, 9 guys or 6, 7 guys nominated, but you got to narrow it down, man, and you got to really sit there and think. Like I say, man, I played all these guys a lot of times. I do predictions. I see scores. I see who make playoffs because I got to advance. I see who wins Super Bowls. I see all of that. I see who always, even if you don't win Super Bowls, I see who always made the playoffs. I see who always won a division. All of that plays a role in certain categories. You know what I mean? So hardest to defend, And this was a tough one right here. This is a tough one. We've had a real close second in this one, but I ended up giving this award to T. Modlin. T. Modlin won this award in my other league also. He didn't play in the reboot, but y'all know he played in the first AGS. And T. Modlin is dangerous, man. He got one of them offenses that it's like a college offense. It's read option, it's bubble screens, it's wildcats, it's all of that. And that's just, and anybody who play football, man, the more you got to worry about, the more headache that opponent is. And when you play T. Modlin, it ain't just play the run, play the pass. It's play the run, play the pass, play the screen, play the read option, play the bubble screen, play wildcat. He gives you a lot of things to think about, man. Many different dimensions. And shout out to you, T. Modlin, man. I had to give you that award again, bro. The read option is dangerous to the point that I told you just the other day I'm going to try to incorporate that in my offense this year, just because I know that is a pain to defend. So shout out T. Modlin for hardest to defend award. And last but not least award of the night goes to most dominant. The most dominant AGS player of the whole year. Before the reboot, after the reboot, this guy was the most dominant in AGS. And again, this has nothing to do with other leagues, because the person that won in whatever it takes may not be the same winner in AGS. Why? AGS and whatever it takes is 2 different leagues, So remember that. Anyway, here are the nominees for the last award of the night. Most dominant of AGS: Murph, Pearl, Carnage, Corliles. These guys, to me, every time you look up, they're in the AFC or NFC Conference Championship. They're in the Super Bowl. They win the Super Bowls. Like, these guys been the most dominant. Yeah, you got other guys who made the playoffs pretty much every year and stuff like that. We get that. But I'm saying these are the guys, when you look around and see like there's 4 teams left, these guys are always pretty much there. And this was a tough one. This was another tough one. This one was a real tough one as well. But if we being honest here, you got to go with one winner, right? And that's what we're about. We're about being honest and calling it how it TI is. And the winner of the most dominant award of AGS goes to Carnage. Got to give it to Carnage, man. Carnage, listen, he just finished the season off. I'm ready. I'm about to eat. Huh? Yeah, I'm about to eat. Yeah, Carnage finished the year off winning back to back. You understand? I don't think anybody did that in AGS this year. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just what I don't remember. I remember different guys winning Super Bowls. I get that, but Carnage went back to back. Carnage always made the playoffs. Carnage never missed a playoff. Carnage made Super Bowls and lost in Super Bowls. Carnage Carnage the most dominant, man. I gotta give him props. I gotta give props where props is due. You know what I mean? And Carnage got the most hated award, but Carnage got most dominant. So shout out to Carnage, man. He turned up at AGS. He didn't win this award or whatever it takes, but he won this award at AGS. And we had to really sit down and think about it, because this was a little different. This was a little difficult one to think about, because it was like I had to think back to before the reboot. And I remember Carnage I think Carnage even won the Super Bowl before the reboot. I think he won with the Bengals, but I know he definitely lost with the Bengals also. But then he came out with the Broncos, man. He went out with a blast, back to back. He had a perfect season at that. Let me add that in. Had a perfect season. The first Super Bowl he won with the Broncos. Those type of stuff, man, those are special things, man. Those are something that only a few guys may do, period, in any league. So shout out to you, Carnage. You got most dominant player of the year. Like I said, this is the first ever AGS Awards, and I'm looking to do this again at the end of 21. And it's been fun, it's been real, and we are here at 21. AGS, I'm starting my other league early. I'm starting my other league like a week after the new Madden drop, but I'm not going to do the same with AGS. I'm going to start a little later, so I'll be reaching out to you guys about teams and things like that in a little while. You know what I mean? We got some time for it. I don't want to bombard nobody about teams now, and we ain't even starting now. So, AGS definitely going to be up and running. We're going to have these 2 leagues running again, AGS and whatever it takes. Couple of guys from AGS. Well, one guy from AGS that's in AGS that's not in whatever it takes told me he wants to get down in whatever it takes, and he knows somebody else that wants to get down whatever it takes. So any guys that's in here that's not in whatever it takes and you want to get down, holler at me, let me know. I'll let you know how many spots is open, if there's room for you right now. If not, as soon as the spot open up, I will definitely plug you in. But just let me know what's what. And when the closer we get to AGS, I'll start making announcements about the season, about as far as how I'm moving, different things that I'm trying to do in the league, things I'm tightening up on in the league, and things like that. I ain't gonna get into all that right now because league ain't starting right now. So closer we get to starting, the more live casts I'll put up talking about what are we doing for AGS as far as rules and things like that. But other than that, man, hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hopefully this cast don't get removed. Sometimes these casts get removed from YouTube for whatever reason. Don't know what that's about, but I'm not deleting it. So hopefully anybody who didn't catch it now can catch it whenever they get some free time. And yeah, man, AGS Awards, Madden 20. See y'all 21. I'm Ghost.